Thank you for subscribing to this channel. This is a Reading Part C practice video.
The paragraph discusses the global deterioration scale and its application in describing the level of disability in patients with dementia. The paragraph mentions that stage 7 of the scale characterizes advanced dementia, with specific symptoms and complications. The question asks about the information that the global deterioration scale provides to healthcare professionals. Let's analyze each option and see which one is correct based on the information provided in the paragraph. And the patient's ability to recall memories, verbalize, ambulate independently, attend to activities of daily living and control urine and fecal output. This option is not entirely correct. While the paragraph does describe the symptoms associated with advanced dementia in stage 7, it doesn't explicitly state that the global deterioration scale provides information about the patient's ability to recall memories, verbalize, ambulate independently, attend to daily activities, and control urinary and fecal output. The paragraph discusses these symptoms but doesn't connect them directly to the scale's purpose. B. A quantification of the patient's degree of disability. This option is correct. The paragraph mentions that the global deterioration scale is used to describe the level of disability in patients with dementia. This directly supports the idea that the scale provides a quantification of the patient's degree of disability. C. The likelihood of dementia-related complications. This option is not explicitly supported by the paragraph. Although the paragraph does mention complications resulting from the manifestations of advanced dementia, it doesn't directly state that the global deterioration scale provides information about the likelihood of these complications. D. The patient's predicted survival time. This option is not mentioned in the paragraph. The paragraph discusses the symptoms and disability associated with advanced dementia but doesn't touch upon predicting survival time using the global deterioration scale.
Let's look at the next question.
The paragraph talks about the use of the functional assessment staging tool to estimate survival time for patients with dementia, and it mentions that a patient's eligibility for the hospice benefit is assessed based on their projected survival time as well as history of dementia-related complications. Option A. To provide family members with some idea of the trajectory of the disease. This option is not explicitly mentioned in the paragraph. While it's important for family members to understand the disease trajectory, the main focus of the paragraph is on eligibility for hospice benefit and nursing home care, not specifically on informing family members. Option B. To inform decisions that providers must make about treatment. The paragraph does not mention that the primary purpose of the general prognosis is to inform treatment decisions for healthcare providers. It focuses more on eligibility for hospice benefit and nursing home care. Option C. To determine eligibility for nursing home care. This option is mentioned in the paragraph. Many consider that the eligibility of patients for nursing home care should be based on the desire for such care, rather than prognosis. However, this is not the main reason for making a general prognosis about survival time. The primary reason mentioned in the paragraph is related to eligibility for the hospice benefit. Option D. To determine eligibility for the government subsidy of hospice care. This option aligns with the paragraph. The paragraph states, this is important because a patient's eligibility for the hospice benefit is assessed based on their projected survival time as well as history of dementia-related complications. Determining eligibility for the government subsidy of hospice care is the main reason for making a general prognosis about survival time, as mentioned in the paragraph. Therefore, option D, to determine eligibility for the government subsidy of hospice care, is the correct answer based on the information provided in the paragraph.
Let's look at the next question.